Hello friends, Coach Bob with you today, and today we are heading into town to go to Orion Motorsports of Tallahassee, Florida. It's over on South Monroe Street. It's owned by a guy actually named Orion. What do you think the chances of that were? Super nice guy. Anyway, we're going to roll over there and have our 12,000 mile service done. No, I am not at 12,000 miles, but I am at 11,080 miles. And I must say that the oil is starting to look, we'll just say a little less than clear. I thought about doing this service myself, but by the time I could get everything here, I just really wanted to get this done before we went to Trikefest, which is next weekend. So Coach Vic and I are going to be leaving Friday morning to go to Trikefest over in Ormond Beach, aka Daytona, Florida. Trikefest is actually held at the Bruce Rossmeyer Harley Davidson dealer, and it is actually going to be for all three-wheeled vehicles. But before we get into all that, I'd like to take this opportunity to ask you to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. We are growing, and you guys, I want to tell you, I thank you for all the support that we get, all the kind words of encouragement during this crazy time. And that's just how it is. Things are nuts right now in the world, and we all know that. And it's not any sort of statement that I'm trying to make here, but I will say this: I do want to encourage you. I want to see happiness and fun, and that is one of the reasons that we do this channel, is to make people's day just a little bit sweeter. So with that said, back to Trikefest. It's at the Bruce Rossmeyer Harley Davidson dealer in Ormond Beach, Florida. It's right there along I-95. You can't miss it. They have a motel complex, a hotel complex, whatever you want to. There's my 1970s childhood coming up. Motel as opposed to a hotel. But they have a hotel right there. It's part of the Harley Davidson complex there. And so what we are going to do is on Monday, yes, we did wait late because we wanted to make sure that they weren't going to cancel Trikefest, because that's kind of a big deal. You make the reservations, and then they have reservations about giving you your money back. So wanted to make sure we didn't get hung up in something like that. But once we get our reservations all confirmed up on Wednesday's video, or maybe a Monday video, we will let you know about where we're booked and when we're going to get there, where we're going to be. And if you can make it to Trikefest, we would love to meet you. So let's talk about this service thing. So you're probably wondering, Coach Bob, you put in USB ports, you put in lights, you've run wiring, you've done this, you've done that. Why in the world are you so doggone lazy that you're not even going to change your own oil? What is wrong with you, man? That's a good question. It's a fair question. And what it is we are just super duper pressed for time right now. Last week, I hit a deer with my car, and so my car is right now in another town being repaired. I should be able to get it next week. And all of the swim stuff going on, we did get a pool, so the kids are starting to swim now, and so we're doing that too. I'm doing some music recording with my youngest daughter. I mean, things are just hopping around here. So I figured I would run up here, talk to Orion, maybe hang out with Joe, look around the shop, and just see what's going on up at Orion. It's been a while since I've been up there, so I really do look forward to going. You might recognize this area. This is the area that Coach Vic and I always talk about, Cascades Park. They are going up with these condos and shopping areas up here unbelievably fast. They're just spending millions and millions and millions of dollars. This place is pretty crowded up here already. It's going to get a lot more crowded. But if you're not from the Tallahassee area and all of a sudden you're looking around and you're like, man, what is all this stuff? It's development, man. Developing that downtown area. It is growing. All right, well, here it is right up here on our left, Orion Motorsports. So that's our next stop. Let's get off of this Spyder and get it taken care of. Oh yeah. Of course, no Can-Am tour would be complete without some outdoor stuff. I mean, they got all of it here, man. Not that I'm trying to sell you anything, because that's not my goal. My goal is to just make you aware and let you see stuff. But what I want to tell you is, I'm going to share a little story when we ride home about what Orion's going through and what the city of Tallahassee, or the powers that be, the political process that's going on. He is in truly a David and Goliath fight. And it's tragic, man, to see that you take a business guy who's working really hard to try to do things right, and all of a sudden people are trying to beat him down. It's very uncool. That's not an oil leak, it's marking its territory. You know, I heard Orion on a phone call earlier, man, taking care of tire disposal and all the things that you have to do, things that I would never even think about. If I ran a shop, I'd think about inventory and, you know, my people and all that, but my goodness, all the little details, there's a lot of them. It's a big place, man. It's a big place. It's down in a very urban area. It's cool, it's got that vibe to it. Check out a couple of these Rikers over here. All right, so I'm walking outside here to Orion. I want to give you an idea of what it looks like around here. Now this area used to be a little more run down. They're building a bunch of condos, and you know, and they've redone this park right over here called Cascades. You've heard Coach Vic and I talk about it. It's beautiful. In fact, what I'm going to do, that bridge right there behind me, we're gonna run up the stairs. I'm gonna show you this. Check this out. Got that nice mural. They kind of forced his hand on that. They made him paint a mural. Seems like they keep coming up with, go up some stairs here. 5 or 6 flights. Make short work of that. So here's what we're looking at. So you see all those condos being built right there off in the distance.
And if you go to the end of this walkway, when it curves around, is a beautiful park right there. That park wasn't there a few years ago. Now, Orion's been here for years. So wanted to build something here. The city really wouldn't let him build because it was going to impede on some of these folks that have converted some of these industrial buildings apparently to homes. Now it looks like they're getting ready to write him a citation, or writing him a citation, to say this. You see how he's got all his outdoor storage? They don't want him to store anything outside. They want everything inside. So they're looking at fining him, and I mean, they're just making it virtually impossible for the guy to do business. Now, I don't have all the details, but what I'm telling you is this is a story of a city trying to run a guy out of business, and it's wrong. Everything go all right, man? I hear I need a new back tire.
Yes, sir. It's down to your wear marks right there.
So you can see I'm gonna need a new back tire. I didn't realize it was quite that in need. Anyway, they're gonna go ahead and order me a tire. What am I gonna go with? You know, it's debatable on what I should do, and I know that everybody has their opinions on tires. So do I guess. Well, actually, I don't. Just quite frankly, the way my life is right now, this morning was crazy. It was just crazy. Phone calls, emails, it was nuts. Swim stuff going on, YouTube stuff going on, getting down here, children handling issues. I've got a lot going on with all that on all those fronts. It was one of those things where we really want to go to Trikefest, and we had to get the CanAm serviced, and it was, I really don't have time to do it. I'm just being honest with you, as much as I wanted to do it. So I ran it down here for them to do it. They're finishing up now. Treating me real good. They always do treat me very well here. I need a new back tire. They're gonna order me a tire. I'm just gonna go with what's on there. That'll get me through next season, and that's all I'm worried about doing. If I can just get it through next season, then I'll start looking ahead, right? Because I don't like to buy things. I don't like to change things unless I've done the research. Now, and I've had some input on tires, but I think I would just rather stick with stock for now. And then I'll change it after I've done a little more research. Scooter! Anyway, if you would like the video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. So you know how I am, you know how I'm a stickler for everything. But anyway, if you would do me a favor, leave a comment down below, your opinion on what tire I should go with. Save yourself the trouble. If you're gonna put a car tire down there, I'm not gonna go with the car tire, I'm gonna go with something designed for the Spyder. So, just the way it is, I don't know. Just call me stupid, it's okay, I've been called worse. But Orion Motorsports, give them your support, man. Anything you can do, if you're in this region, come buy something from them, come talk to them. I don't know if you could contact anybody. I don't know if it's the city government, city ordinance, law enforcement. I don't know who's the one doing all this stuff with them. But Orion's very frustrated with it. And he's working hard. He's been dealing with this for years. It's like since he bought the building, they've been trying to run him out. It's just crazy. You get a guy, he's doing something. He's employing people, paying them, working hard, and he just can't get a break. It's just not cool. So I'm gonna look at a couple of helmets, and they should have the Spyder ready here in just a minute, and we'll be on the road and talking again. So they got Casper all cleaned up. They're giving it a little test run. We'll come up here and square up. Another thing I'm looking at doing is buying another helmet. You know, y'all saw I had the little So Pro chin mount. It works, it does work, but what it does, it puts a lot of pressure on the chin curtain of the helmet that I have, and I'm gonna damage my Shoei, and I don't wanna damage my Shoei, I'll just be honest with you. So I'm gonna buy an inexpensive vlogging helmet, maybe a couple $300 helmet, something, a full face that will be safe, that I can permanently set up for vlogging, but I'll use my Shoei side mount when we travel. Who knows, maybe once we get all that going, have a few more pennies rubbed together, and I will get a super nice, I want to get a modular helmet for when we travel next time. Have a side mount on the modular, and that way I can drink my coffee and talk to Coach Vic a little easier. So, but anyway, I'm thinking Shoei knee attack or something similar to that. We'll see. If you notice I'm occupying a little less geography, that's because I've dropped 14 pounds. Oh yeah, oh yes I have.
Well, things have heated up a little bit in Tallahassee, starting to get warm, just the typical stuff, but the evenings are starting to feel a little better anyway. And so, as usual, they get me in and out of there as fast as they can, and the guys, as soon as I pulled up, they pulled the Spyder right back there and got to work. They always get the software updated, clean everything up with a power washer to make sure there's nothing dripping off the bottom, no nastiness or any of that kind of stuff. But wanted to remind you, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Now, here are the condos that are being built right here. And, I don't know what's going on, like I said, with the Orion thing, but I did want to share a little bit more because we had a pretty involved conversation, and it was nice to hear him talk and to explain to me what he's gone through. So, again, I don't know the legal side of any of this stuff, but I do want to share his story a little bit. So he closes on this building, and then all of a sudden, it's like zoning becomes an issue. Then they start building all of these condos, and not only are they building these condos, but they're building another. They're developing another area further south of him, and they're getting a lot of grant money. I think urban development money to do these things, and he gets nothing. He gets nothing. Not only that, it seems they're trying to push him out. I don't know why they're pushing him out. Maybe you might know, but I do know this. I hate to see a guy work really hard and get bound down with court fees and legal fees simply trying to run his business. And when he tries to make things right, they put more walls and barriers in his way, so he's not even capable of correcting the problems that they identify. Now, a lot of these things came up just before all of the COVID stuff occurred. It seemed that things kind of slowed down, but now he's starting to get letters again. He's told that the fine will be $250 a day for outside storage of units, and they won't let him build a storage unit. So what's a guy to do? I don't know. I just know that it's pretty darn ugly. But I am grateful for the guys at Orion for taking care of me and taking care of the Spyder, and I pray that everything goes well for them. Also, you might have heard that I mentioned a guy named Joe on the way in. Now, Joe worked at Orion. He's on a leave of absence. I don't know if he's coming back or not. Joe's a little older fella. He's a little older than I am, but apparently he's having some health problems. Orion discussed a few things with me, but I don't want to violate a trust. I don't know how much is public knowledge and how much is not. So I'll simply say that Joe is having some health problems, and if you would pray for my friend Joe, I would greatly appreciate it. Well, don't forget to be watching close. We're going to come up with a video, I believe, Monday morning, where we are going to post up when to or what to say in the comment section of that video for the Sling Mod products. That's if everything comes in this week. And then what we will do, because of Trikefest being next week, we will have everything done on Monday as far as telling you what you need to do. Wednesday, we will actually do the drawing, and we will get that gift sent out, that Sling Mod gift card and a cap for someone else. So we're going to give away two items. We're going to give away a $100 Sling Mod gift card on Wednesday and a Sling Mod cap to another lucky subscriber. All right. Well, I think that's about all I got for you. Hope you enjoyed the visit today. And remember, sometime this week, I want you to go out, buy the motorcycle of your dreams, eat right, take care of yourself, and remember, if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong. Now you go seize the day, and we'll talk to you soon. I'm just going to enjoy a beautiful ride home. We'll see y'all later.